going on, Jerome's, as the drama of will the Vikings sign Aaron Rodgers, which would completely fly in the face of everything that they've set up. And JJ McCarthy, it's his show. Anyways, like the entire fan base and also prognosticators in the media, they won't shut up about it, notably Mike Florio. So we've talked about our respect/beef with Florio, allegedly OG Vikings fan from back in the day, does that daily show with Chris Sims, son of Boomer Esiason, which that might be my favorite running joke that no one understands. But of course, Florio, pal's a PA, that's not a thermos, all that stuff. And Florio, so I understand that Florio's a fan, super negative about the Vikings at all times, until he gets positive, and then they lose. It's almost like his superpower, just like, hey, I'm going to screw everyone over by rooting on my team, then they lose. But I just realized Florio's been wrong about basically everything. Oh, the Vikings are trying to trade up for Malik Neighbors and trying to trade Justin Jefferson. How many PFT articles came out about trading Justin Jefferson, even though there was zero steam, zero credibility to any rumors? Vikings signed him with no drama. So it's whatever. And also the whole, there's tension between Kevin O'Connell and ownership. Oh, they're going to trade him. Bah. And also, they're going to sign Darnold and they're going to trade JJ McCarthy. Whatever, man. Anyways, the latest one, report, Aaron Rodgers is a possibility in Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, sure, it's a possibility. Also, I could play point guard for the Lakers. It's coming on up. It's a possibility. It's a non-zero chance. All right, next. As Rodgers strolls the beach in a Darth Vader cape, which is kind of funny, he's apparently not thinking only about the possibility of playing in Pittsburgh. On Wednesday, The Athletic reported the Vikings are considering the possibility of signing Rodgers, and that Rodgers is intrigued by the possibility of playing for the Vikings. Now, we have pointed out our conspiracy theory that it's weird that it's only certain insiders that have this lowdown. It's almost like it's being fed from a single source. And also, it's interesting that Schefter basically just said, no, there's zero truth and credibility. This is JJ McCarthy's team. But the move could complete the Brett Favre arc. Again, that's all that they're jonesing for. It's just that talking point, which should be reason alone for Rodgers to not want to do it. Then again, if he can accomplish in Minnesota what Favre couldn't, i.e. get to the Super Bowl, not just win a Super Bowl, but get to a Super Bowl. Yeah. Rodgers would have a clear late career edge over Favre when ranking the two of them among the all-time greats. Also, it's important to note, like, I know that Rodgers is considered this all-time legendary quarterback, 4-time MVP and all that stuff. Homeboy's only been to one Super Bowl. I understand that's more than the Vikings, and winning one Super Bowl is more than the Vikings, but I'm not saying, I'm just saying. If he's an all-time great, how did he only go to one Super Bowl? You know? Is that the whole Dan Marino thing? Although Marino didn't win his? Yeah. Anyways, the Vikings will be taking a very real risk by hitching their wagons to Rodgers. Beyond assuming the full Aaron Rodgers experience, they'd be delaying by another year of development for JJ McCarthy, and they'd be welcoming a potential conflict between the way Coach Kevin O'Connell runs offense and the way Rodgers execute any offense he's asked to run. It's almost like people don't have TVs. Rodgers was bad with the Jets. Rodgers was terrible with the Packers in 2022. And also, Rodgers had friction with Matt LaFleur because he didn't want to run LaFleur's kind of offense. And guess what? Guess what same coaching tree both Kevin O'Connell and LaFleur come from? The McVay-Shanahan coaching tree. And there is a lot of overlap in the LaFleur and Kevin O'Connell offense. So you're telling me that all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers at age 41 is going to be like, you were wrong, I was right, you're stupid, I'm smart. Come to Jesus moment. And all of a sudden, run the offense that he pushed so hard against all those years with LaFleur. And also, he got Rob Salah fired. So let's not act like Rodgers isn't a wannabe coach killer. Nah. For now, the Steelers and Giants remain the primary options for Rodgers. As his decision lingers, the chance remains a Minnesota option will morph into a reality. What chance? Again, I'm going to be playing point guard for the Lakers. I feel like that has a higher chance of Rodgers coming to Minnesota. Because if Rodgers comes to Minnesota, you would think that he would be promised a starting job. I don't see them doing that. Also, if Rodgers comes in, and he's not playing for free, by the way, so you pay $40 million, and you set aside all this cap space to go and hammer free agency, which you did. All of a sudden, you have to change things and budget for Rodgers' stupid-ass contract. And then all of a sudden, if this doesn't work, people are getting fired. because this would not be a Kwesi move. This would be a Kevin O'Connell move or a potential ownership move. But either way, you can't fire ownership. So guess what? If this doesn't work out, somebody's getting fired. This is a put your ass and your career on the line type move. And if it doesn't work out, you lose your job. That's what it is. And as for someone who first discovered the NFL in the early 1970s and developed a partiality for purple helmets on the heads of players like Chuck Foreman, Fran Tarkenton, and Alan Page, and those from the team that went to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, my official response, if Rodgers lands in Minnesota, would be this: fly, Eagles, fly. Actually, wait. If this is a way to get Florio off of cheering for the Vikings, maybe we just take one for the team. I don't know. But, Florio's buddy, PA on the mic, 9 to noon. So Alec Lewis, so this has basically been like an in-house athletic piece. So Rossini reported, Alec Lewis echoing it. Paul Allen, he ain't far. This isn't 09. This ain't Detroit, man. This is Super Bowl. And instead of wasting thought and or emotion on this farce, let's instead honor Hitman for getting to season 14 during his Hall of Fame career. Amen. Amen. So that's where things are currently at. So I don't know, man. Like, Florio's never been right. I don't know. I honestly just hope Rodgers signs his stupid 2-year, $80 million deal with the Steelers this afternoon, and we can move on from all this drama. I'm tired of all the talking points. No, it does not make sense strictly from a football perspective, and it's just ridiculous. It's honestly stupid. I was like, oh, but all the weapons are in place for Rodgers. Like, he can win a Super Bowl. Yeah. So all the things are in place for J.J. McCarthy as well. And he's the future. So that's it. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Florio, Rodgers. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.